These are the biome notes for Chapter 6. You need to get out a pen and write these down. I don't have them highlighted in red because last time people didn't listen to me and they just wrote down what they had and they didn't actually listen to the video. So title it Biomes. What you're going to do is we're going to go over the 10 biomes. You need to make sure that you know the difference between these biomes. I'm going to move kind of fast, so if you need to pause to write these down, you can. You don't need to write them down right now. You just need to know that there are 10. We're going to go over each of them. So what you need to write down on your paper, and you can pause this so that you can fill your paper out. So you need to title it number 1, put biome name, skip a line, indent, and then put where is it found, and skip a line. Indent, put right underneath, make it in line. So you're going to do like biome name 1, and then where is it found, climate, animals, plants. Do this 10 times. Skip lines in between each. So do 1, and then skip a line, 2, biome, 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to skip a line because you don't know how much you're going to write. So do that for all 10. Pause this, fill it out for all 10, and then we'll move on. It'll make your notes go a lot faster if you do this. So pause it and fill out these 10. All right, so the first one, tropical rainforest. I'm going to have you abbreviate. So in the first thing, you put where is it found? Put America, S-E, Asia, West Africa. Climate, warm temp, 6 feet of rain per year. Animal, put specialized, poison frogs, monkeys. Plants, flat leaves, shallow roots, nutrient poor. So this is the tropical rainforest. This is the regular rainforest, people, the upper canopy, lower canopy. You've got monkeys and crazy bugs and weird, really giant spiders. This is the rainforest. The official name is the tropical rainforest. Next. Number 2, tropical dry forest. This is India. Put South America, Southeast Asia. It's Central South America. Climate, warm year-round, but the rainfall, rainfall is seasonal, so you have periods of wet and dry. So instead of them having like different seasons, like we have spring, summer, winter, fall, they just have wet season and dry season. The animals, lion, rhino, lots of birds. Plants, they're going to be deciduous. If you don't know what deciduous is, write this down. They lose their leaves every year. If you know what deciduous is, great, wonderful, move on. But I'm guessing you don't know what deciduous is, and it is on the test, so write it down. Okay, moving on to number 3. Number 3, savanna. The place, not the person. Found in Africa, Australia, India, and parts of South of America. This is the Lion King, people. Can you feel the love tonight? So, it is in between a tropical dry forest and a desert. 1S, people, please don't make it deserts. So there are plant life, there's lots of big animals, but it's not as wet. These animals migrate. So elephants, hyenas, leopards. Plants, they have to be able to withstand the dry conditions. So they're usually going to be deciduous or they'll have like waxy coatings. And moving on. Number 4, desert, 1S. Africa, Arizona, Mexico, less than 9 inches of rain a year. Animals, you're going to have the bigger animals, rats and birds, that's their bigger animals. And then you have lots of bugs. The plants, they're going to be thick, leathery leaves, so like aloe and cactus. So this is your true desert. So yeah, you have lizards and snakes too. I don't know why I didn't put that on here, but you'll have lizards and snakes too. Temperate rainforest, what was this, 5? Flipping back and forth, yep, 5. Temperate rainforest, Pacific Northwest coast of U.S. Okay, so put Northwest U.S. You're going to have, it's a rainforest, so it's going to be really, really wet. So you're going to have heavy rainfall year round, but it's going to be a little different because of the temperature differences. That's why it's temperate. So you have to have animals that can withstand the moisture and not really concerned with the temperature. So you're going to have a lot of leathery animals, amphibians. You also have deer and elk that will pass through here because they are migratory animals. The plants that you're going to have are plants that can withstand that type of moisture. So cedar and hemlocks are going to be conifers. If you don't know what a conifer is, write that down. And moving on to 6. Temperate forest. This is what you are familiar with. So Europe, Asia, Eastern US. It's going to have varied temperatures. It's going to be seasons. The animals you're going to have migrate: bear, rabbits, chipmunks. So this is more in the mountain type of area, but this is something you're familiar with. You have the maple leaves. You have the traditional type forests. So you'll have oak and beech trees. Moving on to 7. Temperate grassland, also called prairie. So it's going to be the central and the midwestern U.S. The climate is seasonal precipitation, but it's not enough precipitation to support trees. So you're going to have a lot of grasses and flowers. The animals, you're going to have coyote and large rodents. You'll also have some migratory animals through here as well. 8. Chaparral. Chaparral is so silly. It is only for California. Literally. They say common near oceans, and then it's really hard to find them there. They're usually in California. They are going to have wet, mild winters, but we haven't seen that in a while. It's been mostly droughts with lots of fires. The plants, they're going to need to be able to have waxy leaves and deep roots in order to survive those fires and the droughts. The animals are usually burrow or nocturnal, so mouse, gecko, rabbits. Literally, it's only California. It's a really weird section because of it being on the ocean and behind the mountains. It creates this unique ecosystem. Because it involves everything. Moving on. 9. Almost done. Boreal or taiga. This is Canada, Alaska, Russia. Canada, Alaska, Russia is divided into 2 parts. The southern part of Canada, Alaska, Russia is taiga, or the boreal. They'll have long, cold winters, cool summers. A lot of the animals you have are moose, lynx, bear, elk. Some caribou. They usually like to stay out of the south, and they'll be more in the north. The trees you're going to have are conifers with waxy needles. All right, one more. We're almost done. All right, tundra. Tundra is the northern half of Alaska, Canada, Russia. So it's extremely cold. This is where you're going to have caribou. You're going to have bear. The only real plants you're going to see are moss, lichen, and willows. It's so cold that you can't have any of the trees. So how can you tell the difference between taiga and tundra? When the tree line stops. When all of a sudden it's just bare ground, that's how you know you're in the tundra. So you will have the permafrost there. All right, so the next part is the water ecosystems. I just want to go over the differences with you. So really, really quickly. When you have lakes are going to have some type of moving water, and they're a large body of water. Ponds are going to be standing water. Streams are from rain runoff. They're not permanent. They're very tiny, so they come and go based on the rain. To where rivers are going to be more permanent. They feed into a lake, and they're going to have deeper depressions. Marshes, swamps, bogs. People get this confused all the time. Please do not. Marsh, shallow water, grass-like plants. Swamp, shallow water, woody plants. Seriously, difference between marsh and swamp is grass and wood. Bog is acidic water with floating vegetation. So floating mats is usually what they call them. So, big differences. Marsh, grass, swamp, woody, bog, floating mats. That's how you can tell the difference between all 3 really easily. This is on the test. Make sure you write this down. Moving on. The ocean stuff, watch Finding Nemo. To be honest with you, I can explain it until I'm blue in the face, but Finding Nemo is more fun, and it helps you realize the differences between the coral reef and the drop-offs. Okay, Schoology. There are 2 YouTube links that may also help you with the biomes because you do need to memorize them. You need to know the difference between them. So there is a video that shows you the world and it has an instructor saying the different biomes. And there's another teacher just like me giving the same type of lesson, but she does it in a different way. So I was just looking at it. Make sure you turn this in. Put your name on it. Thank you. Goodbye.